All right, so Election Day has finally ended, but not all of the results are in. Republican Donald Trump was elected president of the United States, but the North Carolina governor's race is still undecided. Our Brian Anderson was at the Cooper campaign headquarters on Tuesday night, and Andrew Feather was at the McCrory headquarters. They're here today with the latest updates. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Happy to be here.
So, can you just start telling us about your experience there?
Yeah, so I was at the Roy Cooper event. He's the Democratic Attorney General running for the governor's race against the Republican incumbent Pat McCrory. And he claimed victory that night, but it was still a toss-up, and we're within 0.1% margin of victory for him, so they're still going to have some ballots to count.
At the McCrory campaign, most of the supporters there were very excited throughout the night. Obviously, the Republicans in North Carolina had a huge night. They won with Richard Burr. Obviously, Donald Trump won here, and they won most of the statewide races as well, and actually picked up seats in both the North Carolina House and North Carolina Senate to keep their supermajority intact. But obviously, these supporters weren't overly happy to see the race go the way it did. It's not over yet, but McCrory was leading by 70,000 votes with like 2 precincts left, and now he's down by just a little bit.
So as you said, Roy Cooper has kind of called himself the governor-elect, but things are still unofficial right now. When is going to be confirmed? When's this going to be official?
Well, it looks like we're going to have it November 18th or so. They're going to still have to count some military ballots, some provisional ballots, some mail-in absentee ballots. But after that point, if it doesn't go in favor of Governor McCrory, he can still request a recount if it's within 10,000 votes. So we still might not know until late November. But at the earliest, it looks like we might find out November 18th. And still a tight race, and we're going to have to wait to count up all those ballots still.
Do you guys, what would the difference be from Cooper than McCrory as the governor now? What can we expect if Cooper is the next governor?
Well, I mean, there wouldn't actually be that much of a difference other than him as a figurehead because, as I mentioned, the Republicans do have a supermajority in both the North Carolina House and North Carolina Senate. They can override literally anything the governor vetoes. So the Republicans still are in control of the state, even if Cooper wins the governorship.
Well, thank you both for coming in. Thank you for all your reporting on election night, and thanks for talking to us this morning. We appreciate it.
Sure, you're still exhausted.
Appreciate it.